Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mike Kollin at correctfemalecode.com. Alright, so there's something that's been very, very elusive for the modern male. It's something that you want, it's something that you have worked for your entire life, and yet it somehow seems to slip out of your grasp. And it's the very thing that will get you everything. And without this one thing, you can't have anything, and you're going to be very, very frustrated because a lot of you work really, really, really hard. Without this, it doesn't matter how hard you work. And all of you are going in the wrong direction, and that's why this seems to constantly slip through your grasp. You work and you work and you're dedicated. Some of you are unbelievably dedicated, and yet you're looking around going, this is only if you're going to be completely honest with yourself, and you're going to have to say, I'm not getting what I want. Is there a secret to it? Is it hidden from you? Absolutely. Tony Robbins has it, but he doesn't teach it. He's either doing it on accident unconsciously, or he doesn't want to teach it to anybody. Instead, and this is why I think it's unconscious for Tony, he's doing what you're doing. He's teaching you external stuff, and this is why you can't get what you really want to get everything that you want. And whatever you apply this to is what you're going to get. Now, I'm trained in everything that Tony Robbins is trained in. I'm an NLP trainer. Tony actually stopped at the practitioner level, okay? There's 3 more levels above that. Here's my point. So what Tony does is he teaches you all these external tools. And here's the deal. They are really, really cool. They are phenomenal. I use them every day. I use them all the time. But I absolutely struggled my entire life because I wasn't doing this one thing. And where I learned it wasn't where you think I would learn it from. Buddhist monks were trying to teach it to me. People like Uncle George Naopi in Hawaii, literally the big kahuna, was trying to teach it to me. In fact, all these people were teaching it to me, but I really didn't get it until I applied it to this. I was that guy that worked his ass off. I was a straight A student. I was a state champion of boxing, ranked #1 in the nation in kickboxing, captain of the nationally ranked football team, and on and on and on. I competed in college. I was the stud. I was the guy. But other than that, I didn't really get what I wanted out of life. And I struggled in every area of my life. And I mean all of it, from women to money to my social life to every single thing in life. It was just nothing was happening. It was barely, the wheel was barely turning. So here's a former client of mine from about, say it's about 5-7 years ago, and he talks about this power that I'm talking about. So we were outside and the wind picked up right when we started to record, so please forgive the audio. And this was a long time ago. I think it was like an iPhone 5 or something like that.
It was about how his course was tailor-made for me.
Yeah,
the reason why first of all, when I took his course, I really didn't know the core concept, what it was about. I thought it was more of a pickup artist thing, and so I thought, hey, this is cool, I'll take it.
So what was it that you were saying, like, this is what I've been looking for my whole life?
Well, I told you before that I used to be like, just my way of me feeling powerful was just being angry, and I used to be angry a lot.
Right.
Yeah, I told you that it's just the only way that I could feel like powerful, like being angry and just right. And when I took the course, that very much gave me this.
So what shifted about what you thought was powerful?
Well, what I really thought was power was not power at all.
Right. It was like putting the brakes on, huh? Would you say that a lot of men do that and they think it, because it feels powerful though, doesn't it?
It feels like you can. What do you say?
But it's not.
Yeah, it feels powerful, but you tell it's only hurting you.
Right. It's putting on the brakes.
Yeah.
It's stopping you from getting what you want, whether it's a pretty girlfriend, more money, whatever.
I think the reason why a lot of guys do it just because when I experienced that thing with you, the session in the chair, it's like it was the most power I've ever felt, but it was so different than the power that I'm used to that I didn't even know like something like that existed.
Different power.
Yeah. And from there it was like.
So do you remember what you were saying about last night when you're sitting on the couch and you're like, dude, this is like everything I've ever looked for. He's like everything I've wanted in my life, and this is it. Do you remember that? Talk about that.
I just wanted like fulfillment in life. I wanted power. I wanted more of like.
You know what I think you were saying? You were saying like how your life was before that and how you used to pace all night long when you were angry. And then go from there and then tell what was the shift, like what changed.
I told you, I just wanted to feel like my power. Okay, alright, this is what I wanted to say.
Alright.
It's like I wanted to feel the power so bad that I was willing to be angry and just live in like this really shitty world of just hate.
Right.
You know? I was willing to
Would
go
you
there.
say that a lot of people do that? Would you say that a lot of people across the world, they have all this hate in them, and it's not really the people they're projecting it onto. It's because they don't feel their own power.
Yes.
So once you step into your own power, what happens? What's the difference?
As soon as it happened, it was so deep, I just knew it was for me. The moment that it happened, it was like, this is what I'm looking for.
Right.
There's no anger, it's just like this, like
Flow?
Yeah, it's flow. You have it. It's fucking simple. It's
what it is. You're in technically, it's called you're in alignment. Is that what it feels like? You're just like everything is boom. It's there, and you can do whatever you want. You can start a business. You can be better in boxing, kickboxing.
It's like there's zero effort.
Yeah.
It's like everything is just flowing. It's just like. It's like you're not trying at all. It's like you're not trying to let go of all the trying and the grasping and the trying to get more power and
you just do.
Yeah, it's smooth as fuck.
Do you see how this is literally, I could say 1,000 times more powerful than putting on the brakes?
Yes.
It's like you get angry because you feel helpless, don't you? You feel like you can't do what you want to do. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
And then once you step into your power, what does it feel like? You feel like you can do what you want to do. Now, all of a sudden, you're not looking at people like, well, fuck that guy in the Mercedes, or screw those people. Now you're just going, yeah, so they're doing their thing.
Anger. And the more anger brings you more helplessness. So you're kind of trapped in this loop of you.
Because you're literally putting the brakes on. And we talked about the artery in the lower brain. You know, it's funny that all religion, spiritual teachings talk about love opens the door. And a lot of people, like, is they'll sit there and talk about metaphysics, maybe that's the word, is love is power. And you think, oh, airy fairy, whatever. But do you now see how love literally opens the artery, and all of a sudden you like, whoa, it's like you open up to your computer in your brain, and now you're like, well, I can do that. So literally what happens is when you open up to love and you let go of the anger and the hate closes the artery. Okay, it closes the artery. And it restricts blood flow to a larger part of your human brain, to larger hemispheres. And because of that, you literally stepped out of your power. And now you're angry at other people who are in their power. Do you see that?
Yeah.
And what do? They're just driving a car that they earned. You know what I mean? They're just doing the things that they love to do, and that's the thing. That's why they say you need to do what you love to do, because it opens that artery, and now you got this access to this greater intelligence and greater ability in your mind. It's physical abilities, emotional abilities, mental abilities, and so on. You know, the funny thing about it is, when you open up that part of your brain, it attracts women to you. And you're not even doing nothing. Did you go out and do a pickup line today? No, not one. This is what women are looking for in a guy. Not some crazy top hat, not eyeliner, not a guy who wears pink fucking fingernail polish. Or some crazy shoes, or, you know what I'm saying? They're looking for guys who are accessing this. Do you have anything else to say? Because I'm going to shut this video off.
That's it.
Okay. Are you feeling good right now? You seem mellow.
Yeah, I am.
Alright, say goodbye.
Later, dudes.
Alright, see you guys. Remember, go to MikeKollin.com, buy my book, Crack the Female Code, at crackthefemalecode.com, and catch a clue. Bye. So what we're doing here at Crack the Female Code, it is far different than anything you have ever learned about, heard about, read about, or studied. I've been doing this course for over a quarter of a century, and I'm going to tell you something. I've worked with men who are worth, one guy was worth $300 million, another one was worth $100 million. I've worked with some really, really successful people. One guy he was a world champion, undisputed world champion, had all the belts in boxing. He was a lightweight. I'm not going to give out his name, he asked me not to. I've worked with people from Hewlett-Packard. I've spoke at Hewlett-Packard 4 times. I've worked with some of the greatest people on the planet. What I'm going to teach you is how they got where they are. This course is beyond just understanding women. The key that unlocked the door to this power was understanding women, and the key does exist inside them. That doesn't mean you need them, that's not what I'm saying. But if you can understand her and a woman's brain, the way she functions, and then learn how to do it in a way that makes her click, you can apply this to every area of your life. The first step you need to do is you really need to buy my book, Crack the Female Code, okay? I highly recommend that you buy the ultimate package, because Crack the Female Code is in that package, and then you have sex signals, and then my book about this is how to begin to understand this power is called Get the Girl, Keep the Girl. There's a form of internal power that attracts, okay, now listen, it attracts women to you and everything else. The next step you do is you come in and you take the 5 or 6 day training. We can divide that up because it's an all-day training. It's 2 4-hour courses throughout the day, about maybe 3.5 hours per course. So you can come in on the weekends, let's say for 2 days, so we can get 4 sessions in, and then maybe come in and do 1 session during the week, and then come the next weekend and get another 4 sessions in, etc. So it's essentially a 10 to 12 course. I'll have to break that down and explain it to you in person. Go to my website, crackthefemalecode.com, and buy the ultimate package and read the book, Crack the Female Code. That is the core of my course. Do that first, then read the book, Get the Girl, Keep the Girl. These are downloadable books. They're PDF/ebooks. That's it, guys. If you like this video, click subscribe, click the like button, go ahead and make a comment, and I'll make more videos as we move along here. So I'll see you guys in the next training.